night, another start, another pretty good night. Do you feel like you're really settling into the role and settling into the lineup?
Yeah, I think so. It's a few starts in a row now, and it's kind of good to get my feet in there and get kind of consistent basis. But yeah, I think so.
You two are sort of taking the approach that if you're going to start, you got to produce, and then get the next one, the next one, the next one, eventually at some point?
Not necessarily. I think if I'm starting or if I'm not starting, I'm still going to be trying to produce, do as well as I possibly can. The starting, it's a little better feeling. You're coming in and you know you're going to be in rather than wait through a game and see if you're going to get in. But yeah, I think either way, you're going to be trying to produce as much as possible.
Take over and left late in the game, kind of made that fly ball look kind of adventure. What happened there?
Yeah, it's got a little colder. There's some dew on the ground, and my first step, I just slipped straight out from under me. Luckily, there was enough time to get back and get the ball, but it's a little slippery.
What was your mindset coming into the year as far as what kind of opportunities you would get? Obviously, Margilli, Bradley, and Matthews being out there. What was kind of your thought coming in?
Yeah, they're three great outfielders, and I kind of knew they helped them lead. All three of them helped us lead to national championships, so I knew, they'd be getting their time as well. But my mindset was just when I got on, do as well as I most possibly could, and they kind of figured I would be getting a lot of DH roles, and I like that. That's good. It's good with me. But really, just my mindset's going in is when I get in, do as well as I possibly can, and if I can get out there in the outfield, do the same thing.
It's a little bit strange for you to face Furman in a midweek game as opposed to a 3-game weekend series?
It was a little strange. They were our SoCon foe when I was over at Wofford. Yeah, it was a little different, but I like it a whole lot better.
Do you have that Wofford game circled on your calendar?
I do. I most certainly do. I have a few good buddies still over there. It'll be an exciting game, but yeah, I just hope I'll get in that game so I can try to prove my worth.
What were some of the factors in your decision to leave there, decide to come?
The school just wasn't everything I kind of envisioned my college experience to be. I had great teammates. Everything was fine with that. Really, it just was not the right fit for me. I gave it a couple of years, tried to see if it could get better, and it just was not right for me.
During that long stretch where several batters were walked, I guess you thought you had a walk there, and Tanner pulled you to the side,
right,
and then you responded with an RBI single. Can you just kind of tell us what Coach said to you then?
He just kind of took me aside and said, obviously that was not a strike. Just take a second, take a breath, regain your composure, and then he just pulled me aside so I didn't go straight back up to the plate and try to, with my mind kind of flustered after getting a horrible call like that. But yeah, he was just doing the coach thing.
Going back to my previous question, did you envision yourself as a possible guy who could play in the SEC every day?
All through high school, I kind of envisioned myself as that. Coming from Riverside, we had quite a few guys come here, play great Division I schools, and I always envisioned myself as being another one of those guys. And having left Wofford, coming here, I definitely saw myself as someone who could produce in the SEC. Yes.
How tough was it to have to sit out last year and watch these guys go out and win the national championship?
It was pretty tough. I kind of tell everyone it was really a positive thing for me to sit. I got better, I got stronger. But as we progressively started winning in the playoffs, and they got to Omaha, it was tough to be one of the only ones kind of like I remember I was in summer ball, and some of my summer ball teammates were kind of laughing at me because everyone else was over in Omaha and I was sitting there with them in North Carolina. But yeah, it was tough, but it is what it was. It was what it was. So.